What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ericka. We're out here in New York City. New York City. Yes, I'm out here with Raphael Husbands. You know, he's the vice president, marketing chair, herder of cats, captain, save them all of Todd Capital, or Todd Capital Meal. You get it?
Yeah.
So Raphael, tell us a little bit about why you love New York, or why you love New Jersey, because you don't live in New York. Talk to us.
Yeah, but I love New York because there's always something going on. Like they said, the city does not sleep. And somehow we found a black woman-owned restaurant here in Manhattan. And the food was pretty good. It's called Pig and Butter. You should check it out.
Pig and Butter. So the big thing today is, being in New York, I've ran into so many people who are just making it work for them. It's a city full of opportunity. Joel's coming, and he's got a Jeep with his face on the side of it. Full of tags, hashtags, everything. We drove all through the city with it. What's something you've learned, kind of like just in your last 2 years, you kind of blew up with the podcast? What's something you learned about social media? And hold on, we got stuff blowing over here.
What I've learned is you gotta show up, man. You gotta put in the work. If you just show up and do the work, people will get to know you. Like the fact that I'm here with Ericka right now is like, and Ericka knows me because.
Damn. I'm trying to have a cool thing. Hold it for a second.
Ericka only knows me because I show up every week and do this podcast.
Yeah.
Every week.
Every week. So listen, we're out here being creative with this thing. I'm gonna hold it up, trying to figure out where to lean it against. I think I'm gonna lean it against this right here. There we go. I think we're both in it. I'm trying to make sure that bags are good. We are do.
So remember, you gotta show up every day in whatever capacity, whatever that means for you. Show up every day, put in the work. You're not gonna get anywhere without the work. You know, the buzzword is passive income, but passive income takes a lot of active work in the beginning. So show up, do the work.
We talked about creating SOPs earlier, which was funny. You really gotta like tell people what you're thinking, because they can't read your mind, right? You gotta share passwords, you gotta share, you name it, logins, all this little stuff that like you just forget, like, because you do about your daily process. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ericka from the CLASSYIT blog. I'm so thrilled. You guys need to join me October 13th through 15th in Panama City, Panama. You fly in, we transport you to the five beautiful pool resort on the beach right outside of Panama City, Panama. Not only that, we're gonna take you to some nice rooftops in Panama City, downtown, get you eat some good steak on us. Listen, that Friday and Saturday, man, we're gonna take you around to see all the beautiful construction and development for Airbnb opportunities and vacation rentals managed by actual property managers in Panama City. Listen, we'll have developers speaking, we'll have actual black expats that live there, we'll have real estate agents, and also people who just enjoy that area. Little bonus, we'll have also someone talking about cacao, which is chocolate, and coffee farms and how to invest in those in Panama for further opportunities of wealth for you and your family. So listen, come. I'm gonna close out the last day talking about digital real estate and how to build your businesses. But overall, we're there to see Panama and all its beauty, and also check out properties that you can make great returns on. So listen, join me October 13th through 15th in Panama City, Panama on the property management tour. You guys, it's your girl Ericka, CLASSYIT blog. Watch the link or hit the link below somewhere here for more information.
What are you prepared to talk about for 2 years?
2 years. You just have to. You can't do anything less than 2 years. I think people don't want to be known for one thing. They want to be known as like a creative, a big thinker. But at the end of the day, 2 years is no time, right? I always tell people 52 weeks a year. Let's say you post something once a week. 52, that's 52 videos, or that's 52 posts. Now times 2, that's 104. That's it. You know how many people, so much marketing and advertising people see in a week? Tons, thousands of images. So like I used to make fun that Todd did like 10 posts a day, but I'm like, it works because it works, depending on your marketing strategy. And also the changing algorithms.
Yeah, there's so much out there, and it's like Grant Cardone says, like you're competing with everything out there, not just who you think is your competitor. You gotta compete with everything for attention: TV, radio, internet, Instagram, all that. So you gotta keep showing up, build your tribe. That's why they talk about being authentic, because you gotta be you. If you're not you, then you're just like anybody else. You can just move on to the next person. So be you, Billion Tribe. 2 years.
2 years. So tell them what's coming up now in the conference in the fall.
Yeah, so we have a conference, Todd Capital. We'll be having Ericka here will be speaking on YouTube.
Making it long term, making business, making it consistent, keeping your brand consistent.
We're going to have Todd Millie talking about promoting. We're going to have Michelle Welch talking about productivity as a business owner. We're all talking about taking your side hustle to making it a real business. We're going to have Margie McPike, CPA. She's going to be talking about setting up your bookkeeping and your taxes like a real business. We're going to have Bruce Hills, aka New Skills, New You, talking about how to sell like a professional. We're going to have Andre Hatchett, Mobile Notary Pioneer, talking about how to streamline your idea. You know, because you got to pick one and bang on that for 2 years, like we've been saying. And before you branch off into 7 streams, Andre hates talking about 7 streams of income. But, you know,
get that first flow going hard. And I learned through my business, like, there was a year where I was trying new ventures that were struggling. I had properties that were struggling. My main business, my YouTube marketing, my YouTube affiliate marketing, created so much cash flow. I was able to pull $40,000 in 1 month from that business and take care of other properties, other trucks. It happens, but now once I learn more about structuring and funding, I'm able to do better, basically. And every year in business, you either do better or you do worse. It's something you got to learn. And you're going to have down years. Yeah. Welcome to New York, the honking.
That's going to be October 22nd. Like you said, learn how to grow a real business and be prepared to do it for at least 2 years, put in the work, and you got to build up that digital real estate like Ericka's talked about. She has a new course, digital real estate. Check that
Clicks
out.
to currency.
Clicks to currency.
Keep it simple. Clicks to currency. So a lot of times people are out here promoting everything. If you think about it, they're promoting, they're drinking McDonald's and Starbucks and they're driving in a Benz, they're driving a big body, whatever. And at the end of the day, what company profits off that? Not you, the company you're marketing. And so, like, why not market things that you believe or you like? So a lot of my students know it's funny, I market wild caught salmon from Alaska because I love it and I eat it, right? So I'm like, hey, 25 for you, 25 for me, you buy a box. So just keeping with things that are genuine to your brand, unique to you. I probably have 250 affiliates and I like that. But something you created a podcast off of literally Twitter post.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working with, I started working with Charles Oaksby, aka Top Millionaire. Y'all might know him. Maybe not. He blew up in the pandemic. He was putting in the work for years, but then he blew up. He really took off in 2020 or so, 2020, 21. And then, you know, he has all these followers on social media, and I noticed that people kept asking him to expand on his tweets. Like, he will tweet something about finances, and people will be like, "Can you explain that? Can you expound on that?" And most of the time, he wouldn't. I said, "Hey, man,
leave him wanting more."
I said, "Hey, man, we should do a podcast explaining your tweets." And the funny thing is, at first when I sent it to him, he was crickets. Didn't hear anything back. I was like, "Okay, I know he's busy." Came back like 2 weeks later, tried again. He said, "Cool, let's do it today."
Yeah.
And he was in his car with headphones on the phone, driving on the road. We just got started. Get started, get fancy later is what we always say.
Gotcha.
We did it for 2 years before we actually met in person at the CLASSYIT Plan Tour last year in the end of August. So
created a whole podcast, never met in person, y'all. That's what's up. I love it.
3 years and 2 years before we actually met in person. And now we've just been rocking for 3+ years. So
that's how the internet works, huh?
That's how it works, man. Get around the people that are moving in the right direction, and you move in the right direction too.
And that they solve problems. They don't bring you problems, they bring solutions.
Right.
Because a lot of times people love bringing you problems. Well, this isn't perfect. Ericka, you haven't wrote this book perfect. It has typos. It sold 8,000 copies too as well. So it's like unless you're coming in here to already pre-edited it for me and gave it back to me, I don't want to hear it.
Smartphone Millionaire. It's a best-selling book, not a best-written book.
Not best-written.
There's a difference. And you want the best-selling. People brag about bestsellers. They don't talk about best-written.
So, what's some things we expect from you other than the conference coming up this year? What can we expect from you?
Well, this year, I'll be promoting my podcast course, Podcast Star. I'm promoting that more heavily. We're gonna be printing books for Todd Capital Media. More books will be coming. We're going to be working on a documentary for the Top Millionaire Story. That should be coming by the end of the year. More books, more content, more conferences too.
And tell them, what are your insights on Jersey? You said Jersey's got a new mayor, young mayor.
Yeah, so specifically Jersey City. It's interesting because there were an article recently about having the highest rents in the country outside of New York and California. I thought it was strange, but it kind of makes sense. They have a young mayor, pro-business. Every month there's a new restaurant, bar going up. It's very business friendly. Luxury apartment buildings popping up everywhere. So it's kind of like, you got to get in where you fit in, and you got to see the things that are coming. Prepare yourself. Get your money together. Get your credit together. Like Ericka keeps saying, get ready for the storm that's coming. Then it won't be a storm.
Listen, y'all, the biggest thing I'm going to tell you, things in motion stay in motion. It's the law. It's just the laws. The law of attraction, law of gravity, all that stuff. Things in motion stay in motion. If you're growing and changing and encouraging yourself, you'll be there. There's a lot of people stuck, and they don't know they're stuck yet, but they're going to know next year. But we're gonna cap this out because we're waiting on our ride. But look, we've stopped here at Pig and Butter. It's a concept place. It's Black woman owned. They have actually 3 places: Santa Barbara, New York, and Los Angeles. Her name is Sherry. A little loud. So definitely, guys. Raphael, where can they find you online as we close out?
You can just Google Tweet Talk Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Tweet Talk Podcast. You can find us on TikTok at Tweet Talk Pod. That's POD. Find us on Twitter at Tweet Talk Pod. And find myself on Twitter at Work Money Life.
All right, you guys. This is your girl Ericka, Classic Line Blog. I'm heading to the airport here shortly. Later.
To land an IT role, most likely you have to have some type of education. That education can come from degrees or even certifications. Speaking of certifications, over at itmagicKey.com, our Zero to Hero bundle is still enrolling, helping people get 7 certifications. 3 of the certifications being some of the most popular certifications in the industry. So if you're looking for some training online, got vouchers, hundreds of damn testimonials, helped out a bunch of people, head over to itmagicKey.com.